What is going on, guys? It is TDV here. Um, I know I'm not uploading consistently. I'll change that, like, for sure. But today is a day, like, I want to do this a thing almost every year that this date has, like, a lot of importance in my life. Um, Today, February 19th, is may just be an ordinary day for people, but it's probably the biggest day that's impacted me in my life that I've had so far. See, back when I was little, yes, we're gonna go back to when I was little, and yes, I was little. This didn't seem like it, but um, when I was little, I hardly ever see my dad and my dad's side of the family in general. Um, yeah, my grandpa had been was a great person. My grandpa served served for our country. He was in the Air Force. Um, he ran for mayor. He did a whole bunch of other things. Um, but February 19th, I it was probably one of the worst days. It was the best, one of the biggest impacts, and one of the worst days. Because that day I ended up losing my grandpa. Now, um, now you're wondering, why is he talking about this? Well, he was a big impact in my life. Even though I hardly ever saw him, I he was my role model. He was a good person. He did good things. He did good things for our country. He did good things for the community. He did. He was a positive person. He was a really good person. But the day itself, just wow, I didn't expect it. That I vividly remember that day. I was in Watertown. I was visiting my great grandma on my mom's side, and we were coming back. It was my mom driving, my sister, my grandma, me, and my brother. I was in the back seat. I was sitting behind my mom, and she had gotten a call from my dad, and he was talking to her, and I asked her, "Hey, what did my dad have to talk about?" Because it's my dad. I kind of want to know what's going on. So she's like, "It's nothing. I'll tell you later." And she gets another call when we're almost home, and she starts to tear up a little bit. So I'm like, "Is everything okay? Like, I want to know what's going on. If you're her, I kind of want to do something." So she said, "Just when we get home, we're going back to the car and we have to go somewhere." So we went to my nana's house. It was my grandma on my dad's side, and we had went to her house, and it's just right down the street from my old apartment, and it's still right down the street from my house now. Um, we had went to her house, and it was my dad and my nana. They were both sitting down already when we had walked in the door, and my nana had told me that my grandpa had passed away. And at first, I was little. I was 6 years. So I was 9. I was 9. I didn't know what that meant. Yes, I was smart, I was intelligent, but I was kind of an idiot. I didn't know what it meant. So I'm like, oh, well, okay. We were talking and everything, and then we get home, or we get to the car, we had left. My mom told me what had happened, and she said, "Tyler, your grandpa died." I'm like, "Oh." And then I start to tear up, and within the under 2 minute drive from our old apartment to my nana's house, I was bawling. I couldn't stop crying. I was so upset. And today we had my dad stopped by. He called me yesterday. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna be coming into town today," and it's like, "I'll pick you up, and we're gonna go to lunch, and we're gonna do one or a couple things today." And I asked my mom yesterday, "Hey, why is my dad coming? He usually doesn't come. Like, he doesn't visit that often because he's always working." And my dad was Or my mom's like, yeah, it's because of tomorrow's date. I had remembered. So they pulled up today. We had went to lunch. It was my mom. No, it wasn't my mom. It was my dad, my nana, my aunt, and my uncle. Who my nana, my aunt, and my uncle. I haven't seen in almost 2 years, it was fun to see them. We had a great time today, but today it was just a day that my grandpa had passed. Last year was I'm gonna start doing this yearly thing. Last year I was thinking about doing it, but I was doing stuff with school, and this falls on a weekend, so I got the time to. So yeah, and right now today hasn't been the best of days because, I mean, yeah, today's day was a big thing. And believe me, like I had a good day today. I got to go outside. It was really nice out, and I got to spend time with my family. And I was about 15 minutes ago, I was starting to do the dishes, and my mom comes in, and she says, like she has had shoulder pain for the past like day or two, and today is like the point where like it's really starting to hurt. So I asked her, well, I told her you should probably go to the doctor. She was in so much pain that she was crying, and she's over 40, and that's not a good thing. If she has shoulder pain when she's over 40, I don't think that's gonna be a good thing. She said her chest has been hurting, her shoulder's been hurting, she can't sleep, and she usually is able to sleep fine during the day because she works night shifts. And yeah, but today wasn't the best of days. I'm really upset in general because of the date, and I'm just even more upset now, and I'm worried about my mom. I don't know what's gonna happen to her. When it comes to things like this, I can easily overreact, and I just really hope she's okay. But yeah, basically the point of this video is the start on February 19th of every year. I'm going to just retell this story of my grandpa and how he lived on. He was the biggest thing that happened. He was the biggest part of my life before I turned 10. It was my role model. I looked up to him because he was such a positive person. Yeah, that was the point, and then the other thing about my mom was just a little info. But yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, I'm not going to ask for likes. I'm not going to ask for the dislikes. I'm not going to ask for like 100 views on this. I just wanted to get this out and tell you guys what this date means to me. And I know it's kind of random, but I had to get it off my chest. So yeah, that's been it for this video. If you liked it, then thank you for liking it. You can leave a like if you want to. I'm not going to ask for one. I'm not going to ask for likes. I'm not going to beg you for views. But if you like this video, thank you for enjoying it. Thank you guys so much for being here. And yeah, it's been TDB, and you get a fist bump. You get a fist bump. Everybody gets a fist bump.